Yes, it's Motorsport Manager, and we continue our career. And if you remember last time, this is where we left off. We'd just built a new part, which is a new part of this game, or a part of this game, I should say. It's a whole new game. What the hell am I talking about? I continue on my normal vein right there off the bat. Remember, guys, subscribe down below if you haven't done so already. Make sure you smash the like button. I'd really also like to hear your comments. And we'll continue to throw these videos out. Something completely different, really. So we've just completed building our part in the first episode. Go and check it out. I went through the entire first tutorial, including a race. We didn't go amazing, but it was some really good learnings there. So here we go. Our old mate here, the legendary driver, saying, "Huzzah! We're finished building the new part. So let's fit it to one of our cars." Okay, fit parts. Here we go. Place where you decide which parts you're taking to the race. Got it. Okay. So you go fit parts here. And shows you all your parts in your factory. As you add more, the list is going to get pretty hefty. Holy moly. Okay. Got it. You can see the current performance condition levels of every part. Okay. So 214. Some of these are pretty good. The car icon indicates which part is fitted to which driver. This is also how you assign parts to different drivers. Got it. Okay. Let's get that lovely new part fitted into car 1. Click on the car icon to continue. There we go. You can auto fit parts by clicking on these buttons if the mood takes you. Okay, that's sweet. We could do it down there. Let's go back and look at the cars. There it is, beautiful new part. So that one's average, the rest is original. Okay, the purple colour refers to car 1. This graph is a great way to compare, by the way. Comparing each other. Orange area shows car 2. Got it. Let's have a look at the reliability graph. Okay, let's look at it. Gearbox is more reliable than car 2. Apart from that, it looks pretty even. Apart from brakes are slightly better on car number 1. Or was it orange? Was it orange number 1 or number 2? I can't remember. We'll figure it out. Okay. You now know how to design new parts. Whoa! It's amazing! Okay, we jump into headquarters here. And upgrading buildings. You can upgrade buildings until they hit a maximum level. Upgrading them will increase your team's knowledge in that area. Okay, that makes sense. So if you want to max out your team, you better get upgrading. Let's look at the buildings we can upgrade. Okay, let's do it. These are the buildings we currently have. Okay, some pretty nice looking buildings there. You can also see whether or not you can upgrade them. Okay, click any buildings here will give you more information on what you'll gain by upgrading that building. I've got to spit this stuff out. If you want to build a new building, you can click on the new buildings button. That makes sense. That's it for headquarters. You should now be able to upgrade your existing buildings and build new ones. Okay, let's just check this out quickly. So you've got, okay, design center is for your parts, part design time, your factory for part development, where the car is built, repaired and tweaked, scouting, unlocks more unscouted drivers for different championships. Okay, that's cool. And then your staff center obviously helps your lead designer and race mechanics improve their skills. Okay, so it costs what? 15 million, 8 million, 5 million, and 7.5 million. We've got 1.9 million. We ain't going there. New buildings, what do we got here? Okay, so you can build things like your handling development center, a simulator, obviously, to help the drivers, wind tunnel for aerodynamics, forecasting center, which will help improve your base of operations when you're away at the race, and then you've got all these other things down there, like your brakes, R&D facility, telemetry, etc, etc. Okay, so that's going to really help build your team. Okay, let's have a look. What's this thing up here saying? Unread messages. Okay, let's go to our mail. Just check out what it says. We've had a word from blah blah blah. Who cares? We've finished the car. We knew that. We've already done it, and we knew that we had done that gearbox, and it has been fitted. That is awesome. What are our sponsors saying? Motorsport is eye-wateringly expensive. There's no doubt about that. So you're going to need some sponsors. You don't want to drive your chairman insane by dipping into the red. They'll offer you a tidy sum of cash over the race weekend in return for your hit and certain targets. Okay, deals last for a number of races, so in an ideal world you'll have all your sponsorship slots filled at one time. Okay, cool. So we've got 6 slots here. Oh, it's telling us. And it's parts of the car. that you can sell to sponsors. Each slot defines where the sponsor we place on the car, and some are more lucrative than others. Okay, let's check it out. Let's just go for the highest offer, I reckon. Fixed payment sponsors. These sponsors will pay a set amount each race regardless of where you finish. That's cool. It's like a retainer almost. And these guys here, race bonus. Okay, so these guys will obviously pay you for performance, essentially. Okay, marketability is a measure of how attractive your team is to sponsors. Okay, it's comprised of your team standing, your main two drivers' marketability. If you have a pair of unmarketable drivers, you're going to have a hard time picking up top sponsors. So don't have dickheads driving. That's really what you want. Okay, at the moment, look at that. 14.3, that's not very good. Sabato's 2. Gerard is 4, but the overall team is 37. I don't get what's going on there. But team marketability overall, okay. Sponsor appeal level is 1 out of 4 stars. That's not that good. Okay, when deciding which sponsor to offer to go for, keep your eye out for certain things. If you want some money fast, you better keep an eye on the amount the sponsors are offering you up front. On the other hand, you might want to secure a more lucrative sponsor bonus. This is often linked to how difficult the bonuses are to achieve. You can even pick up a sponsor with easy bonuses if you find them difficult to achieve over the race weekend. Okay, that's cool. Okay, let's have a look at this, guys. Well, let's get our fixed payment sponsors up and running for a start and check out the offers. Okay, we've got 3 offers here. We've got Maxwell's Beer, Rogerson's Ales, and Chic Airways. Oh, Chic Airways? No, Chic Airways. Yep. Okay, so we've got 2 beer sponsors, which, of course, drinking and driving really goes together, doesn't it? Anyway, what's this saying? It's no upfront payment. For one race, they'll give you 150k. Okay. Okay, sorry, 150k for 6 races. 500,000 for 8 races. Oh, it's just an upfront payment by the looks of it. Well, an upfront payment of 450 and 85,000 per race over 4. Just doing some quick math in my head. This looks pretty good. 8 so 6. That's 900,000. We're looking at here. This is 450 plus 4 8s are 32. So it's 700. It's 800,000 there or thereabouts. And this one's just a one-off payment. So let's go for 150k per race? Is that what we want? 6 races, so let's get into it. I'm going to accept that offer. We've got one offer in here. 10 races. Oh, 200k up front and 200k per race. We'll definitely take that. Confirm. That's our bank account getting a nice little improvement right there. And here's our other offer. Peach Plum, 9 races, 350 per race. We'll take it. Let's keep them filled. Okay, let's look at our sponsors from a performance point of view. Okay, old Big Doe wants to give us 150,000 per race if we go 14th or above. Okay, and these guys want to go us $1 million up front. So this one here's only 4 races though. So obviously as you get better, I would say you'd get better offers. So you've got to say, hey, do I take... Yeah, this might be good because it's a long term. It's $1 million up front and then it's 75 per race, which we're getting 16th. But if we start getting some good placings, I would bet that these other sponsors would come on board. So, do we just go, although $1 million in our bank straight away, but then we've got to commit for 10 races. I'm just going to go for the shorter amount and hope that I improve enough to get some decent sponsors to replace that. Oh, look at this. Here goes some solid one. 9th or above. 8 races, 750 up front and 450 per race. That's pretty solid. And this one's 12 races, 8th and above, 500k. No, I'm going to go for the lower number of races. We'll grab the £750,000. And we are looking good. $2.8 million. Well, we're not looking amazing, but it is pretty solid. So let's just quickly go down through all the different parts down here. Here goes the home. It shows, your 2 drivers, your overall stats across your team. Job security is at risk. We knew about that. Here goes your player. Here goes me. What I'm supposed to be doing and what I'm doing at the moment in terms of expectations. I'm below target. No surprises there. Let's get into the car. Okay, so you can fit parts. You can design new parts. You can do all that sort of thing. Given that we should actually look to design a new part, given we've got some time here. Okay, I think what we should do probably is look to get... Okay. I think let's get some suspension in here. I think we click on this like that. And then what we do is we select the suspension part to design. Okay, so we can go reliability, red zone, or maximum speed in the corners. Let's go maximum speed in the corners. It's going to increase our performance. There's no goods, so here we go. Components of 50. The cost is going to be 800,000. There's no risk of rule breaking, so we're staying within the rules. And let's build that part. Confirm. Get in there, boy. Okay. So we've got 9 days. Okay, let's keep going through here. HQ, new buildings is 4. Look, I mean, we just can't afford to do anything in that space at the moment, so we'll ignore that. Here goes our team. We've already sort of seen a similar screen to that. Okay, here goes our driver's screen. Here goes the tutorial coming back into play here. Okay, here you see all your drivers and some basic information about them. There we go, boom, 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 age 24, 30, age 22. Then you can look at some in-depth stats. Teammate comparison. Here you can see a comparison of your 2 drivers' results in the season so far. You see which one's coming out on top. There we go. Sabato, he got 10th, of course, in that last race. And there you go. Some good info there. The driver contract details are very important to your spending. You can also see various options to do with their contract. Okay, so you looked at their contracted status. So he's a reserve driver. He's number 2. He's number 1. Cost per race is £189,000. Holy moly. And it would cost me £945,000 to break his contract. If he starts to perform pretty poorly, then you never know. We could be going down that track. And same sort of deal for the other guy and obviously our other guy there. And we can also look to promote him also. If he starts to become quite handy, we might look to promote him up there. The reserve driver is a backup driver to your main 2 drivers. You can use the reserve driver in practice, which allows them to develop their skills. Okay, sounds like a good idea. If you're having problems with one of your drivers, perhaps you might want to promote your reserve driver to a race seat. That makes sense. Got it. Okay, driver details button or the driver's portrait. Click on that and you can check out what they're all about. If you want to find out everything you can about the driver, you're in the right place. Excellent, because that's what I wanted to do. Got it. Okay, this area shows all the driver's basic info like the age, nationality and overall ability. That's great. So he's 2.5 stars, so only really a mid-range driver just below. Let's favourite this driver. It can be incredibly helpful when finding or comparing drivers later on. Okay, let's do that. These stats are what makes your drivers tick, directly impacting the way that they drive, driving during the race. Okay, that's good English. Drivers' stats fluctuate depending on where they are in their career and which buildings you have in your HQ. Okay, tip, rolling over the stat bar show you some information about that stat and whether or not the driver is improving in that area. That's cool. Okay. I mean, green, see that's red. Okay, so that's a little plus. So, okay, so you roll over it. Oh, it's not letting me. Each driver can have different personality traits, each of which impacts their stats or even the stats of those around them. The drivers are all human and may gain or lose traits during the course of their career. He's media shy, but he is a hard worker. So I don't know how that's. I mean, if he's media shy, that's not going to help his marketability, is he? Here you can see the driver who the driver's mechanic is. You can also see the relationship with the driver. Okay, got it. Okay, how long and how well? 88 weeks together. That's good. Cool. Marketability shows how likely the drivers to attract more or better sponsors. Okay, that's not very good. Driver's current form and history. Okay, there you go, there guys. All over there. Okay, so in 2015 he didn't no podiums and no wins, and in 2014 as well. So he is not very good at all, let's be honest. If the driver is scouted, you can click the compare button to compare 2 drivers. Got it. Okay. Hard worker 15. Okay, so because he's a hard worker, and that actually improves his the impact of the personality trait on his race mechanic. Okay, so level 1, soft tyres wear more slowly, and level 2, an extra engine mode is unlocked, super overtake, allowing even more power at the cost of a higher fuel burn and condition loss race. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, if we just go over here, okay, improvement rate, progress is 23, cornering, yeah, 2.38, 2.67. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there goes the stats in there. Right, let's move right along down the bottom here to our staff. Okay, so we've got our lead designer. So you go compare designer. Welcome to the comparison screen. Well, lucky I clicked on this. Here you can compare different members of staff to each other. Got it. Okay, this area shows all the info for the member staff we've selected to compare against. Okay, so there we go. There goes all the info. Got it. This area will show a member of staff you're comparing to. For now, it's just displaying a list of staff you can choose from. Okay, click one of them to compare. Okay, so here's what our lead designer. And we could just go, hey, let's compare him. Oh, this is against all the other guys in the market. There we go. So he is pretty much superior in all respects. You can look at these bars here that tells it, or a quick comparison here shows that he is in absolutely every area. It's quite close in gearbox, but in other area, particularly engine, he is far more superior. Okay, that's good to know. So you can sort of see how you stack up against all the other staff members across the division or across the championship. Okay, performance. Okay, so he's adding these certain things here. Okay. Alright, good to know. HQ we've been in. Team. Okay, there's our team. My job security is at risk. He is somewhat disappointed. Old B page. Okay, drivers. We've been in there. Staff, scouting. Sorry, we're going back to places we've already been to. The scouting screen is a place to go to search for new members of staff. You can scout out potential new drivers, mechanics, and designers here. Got it. Okay, there's a whopping list of all the drivers your team currently knows about. Tip, to get the biggest pool of drivers you choose from, upgrade your scouting facility in the HQ. Okay, I've got that, except I don't have enough money to do that. Okay, so use the filters, narrow down. Okay, this is all pretty straightforward. You can also sort scouting by listing the column headings. Okay, that's cool. All drivers have different ability levels. This represents their current stats. You can also see the driver's potential, which shows how much they can improve over their career. Got it. Okay, that's good. So you got this guy here, Vasquez. He's pretty much an ace driver. You know, I suppose trying to get someone like that on board. Look at this. It costs you £1 million per race to hire him. Okay, so we won't be going there in the meantime. We were in scouting just there. So let's go to finances. Here goes our financial overview. At the moment, we've got a £2.05 million budget. We're getting an income of $1.1 million per race, and that's from our sponsors and other things. So per race, here we go. We're in the green by the looks of it. We certainly are. Okay. Sponsors we've been to. We know about our sponsors. There they all are, including our great beer sponsor here. Get in there, boy. We've got the standings, and there goes the calendar. Okay. So what we'll do here, guys, is I'm not going to make this a really mega long video. I'm just going to, let's just get through the main points so we understand what we need to do. And then in the basics, and then we'll stop it. I'll upload this, and then we can get into a proper race as for the next video. So let's just check this out here. Okay, so acceleration is crucial, low speed corners are crucial, and medium speed corners. If we look at Munich, it tells you all that stuff. Remember that. Practice is going to be nice and sunny. Race is going to be a little bit cloudy. Okay, so that's on the 14th of April. It's in 13 days time. Okay, so what we want to do is continue, and this is just going to flick along until we get alerted about something. And what is it? What's it telling us? Okay, I think that little bar there is actually showing the development cycle there, as you can see. Let's continue on. Oh, hold on. Wait. Oh, Yokohama. Guys. Okay, this isn't me. This is just giving a summary of, sorry. This is the essentially the top grade. Lucky I know what I'm doing, eh? What an absolute disgrace. Okay. Improve your car's performance and reliability. That's what we're doing at the moment. So let's just keep clicking along here. There's nothing really bringing up our attention. Alright, here goes the mail. So we go to a mail. It should say suspension build finish. It is indeed. And car. Okay. So let's look to fit some parts. Okay. So it looks like we can fit. Now that, let's fit it to the to this one here. So we're looking at what did we put on? It was the suspension. So let's Put it on there. Can we put it on there? Okay. Put it on there. Hold on. Back. Let's do that again. Missing suspension. I see. So you can only allocate one part. Okay, so these are all the individual parts inventory listed one by one. So you've got to allocate. I'd have to develop another suspension for my second car to be able to do that. Okay. Why is the reliability so low? Okay, what can we do about that, guys? Improve parts. You can improve your parts in two ways, performance and reliability. Hey, lucky I stumbled across that. You have two sub-teams who can do this. Got it. You got your performance team, which tunes your parts up, increasing their main stat, i.e. their top speed, the engine, or for an engine, or acceleration for a gearbox. These parts will be improved up to their max performance value, which is decided in the part design process. I've got that. Okay. And this is reliability. About making your parts more, you guessed it, reliable. Again, each part has a max reliability, so they can only be approved up to their maximum. Got it. The side of the screen shows you all the parts that you currently have. Yep, that's great. And these buttons are the filters, parts list, and then the two cars. That's cool. And we've just finished a brand spanking new rear wing and fitted out to our first driver. Let's filter that by driver. You can see this, you can use this button to add the parts to improvement queue. Once you begin improving parts, they'll appear in this queue. That's great. You can only work on a few parts at any one time though. To unlock more improvement slots, you need to upgrade your factory for reliability and design facility for performance. Okay, that's cool. I get that. Okay, we've got two race mechanics who contribute a chunk of work according to their stats, and at the moment obviously they're not brilliant, but they do have potential. I think the yellow outline on the star is their potential, so he can actually grow a little bit more still. He looks like he's reached his full potential of 2.5 stars. Okay. Okay, you might want to swap them around. Okay, let's swap them around. Yeah, I definitely want someone with smashing. You can see the race mechanic impact has now changed. There we go. Staff impact +1. Chief mechanic impact plus 0.6. Okay, got it. Okay, so you can either allocate work, you know, more focus on reliability or more focus on performance. Okay, let's... I did it. Okay. The staff impact has gone up, reducing the time that this work will take. Okay, there we go. Got it. If you don't want to decide which parts to improve yourself, the autofill button will grab what your mechanic thinks are the best parts to improve and add them to any free slots. Let's do it. Hopefully they'll throw that gearbox and suspension in there. And that's exactly what they do. See how you added these new parts. Got it. You can clear a part from the queue by rolling over its icon and clicking the clear button. There we go, that's easy. Or you can click this button and it will clear everything. There we go. And now they're gone. What? Muy bien. Now you should have a good grasp of all aspects of improving your car. So, go forth and prosper. Okay, got it. Okay, what I want to do here then, guys, this is pretty straightforward. Let's get this one here. Oh, well, how do we... Okay. Oh, reliability. Let's get those two in there. We certainly want those to be improved. We've got no other slots. We can get into performance, but it looks like it's not going to do much there. But let's improve our reliability in the meantime. That's the most important thing by the looks of it. Continue. Okay. Okay, guys. It looks like that's everything from that point of view. And we're about to travel to the Grand Prix. So before I do that, let's stop this right here, because we've run through quite a few of the main parts at HQ level, and what we'll do is in the next video we'll get smack bang into our career and we will go through a race weekend and see whether we might be able to improve on last time, but also we'll probably learn a lot more about how a race weekend works, particularly around the tuning of the car. I think that's probably something they haven't covered yet. So guys, I want to say thanks very much for watching. Make sure you smash that like button below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And until next time, take it easy.